Welcome back. Welcome back to Slept On with Anderson and Emerson. Mm-hmm. We're finally getting down to what they refer to as the nitty-gritty. The top two, Anderson.
If nitty's your top two, I'm going to be so mad.
That has been what I've been trending.
That has been what I've been
trending. Yeah. You thought I was going to give you Underground. I'm like,
yeah.
My first pick is Loaded Lux. Heard of him?
Yeah.
Heard of Loaded Lux? Our last episode was... What was our fucking last episode?
XQZ and Stumbles.
Stumbles.
Yes.
I choked on Stumbles. All right, I got to pick this up now. I'm breaking your headphones. Okay. My top two. Am I starting? No, you're starting.
I am. You're right. All right. Okay. So, top two. Man, it's such a. These are like probably my top two.
You're gonna get killed in the comments.
Yeah,
they're gonna kill you.
Fine. Okay. It's fine. Yeah. All right. So this one. Okay. So this guy is, I think, a little bit more kind of like your picks, where I think people kind of know about him more. Mm-hmm. But to me, he is like the future of battle rap to me, and I've known about him for years. And but he came up in the Twitter Spaces doing impersonation battles. He can impersonate any single battle rapper. He smoked me in impersonation battle. Someone was impersonating me, and then he impersonated Mike P and smoked me in that. And it's Oppa. Oppa to me is a freaking superstar. And has been basically since he started, and he's starting to kind of get the huge looks that he deserves. Yeah, so mine is, and there's so many.
Shout out to Oppa, man. Popstar Timmy. Shout out to iBattle. We've had a lot of iBattle on this.
That's basically been my entire list. Is just iBattle.
Yeah. Shout out to Lex. Everyone at iBattle who just like keeps developing amazing talent.
Yeah. So Oppa could honestly have so many different rounds. I think his third versus Death the Kid is one of my favorite rounds of last year. It's a little bit like heavy though, and so I'm gonna actually put Oppa's third for Nitty. Okay. And if you've not seen this battle, it's insane. Nitty started off this battle by saying, that's why they envy our life like an Oculus. And that's one of the craziest things I've ever heard. Envy our life. It's just like, bro, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. That's insane.
You know what's crazy? Is I've seen a lot of Oppa battles, almost all of them. I haven't seen that third round versus Death that everyone talks about.
Oh, really?
But I would like to watch whatever you want us to watch. But
okay,
it's a crazy round though, huh?
Yeah, okay. It is good.
All right.
No, we'll do that. Let's watch.
Sure, I don't want to change it.
No. Let's watch his third. 'Cause I filmed this too, so I can give Yeah, that's me being egotistical, like making sure everybody knows I directed this. The first thing about this battle, you have to know I was involved too. Don't forget about me.
An AndersonBurrus joint.
So insecure.
So insecure.
Me. It's me.
Directed by me. Shout out to Death too. He's blooming too.
Think about.
Yeah. Okay. So.
This is only at 10,000 views. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot to choose from at iBattle, but this is a goodie.
Yeah.
Nigga, you battle rapping.
Okay, so this was for the headband, which is basically like the equivalent of like their
belt,
title belt and stuff. Yeah. So I believe Oppa was the headband defender, and Death in the second round he chokes. Death chokes, and so it's on Oppa, and man, it's a really heavy, awesome.
All y'all niggas from Discord.
Yeah.
Since I started battle rapping, I've been making moves from Discord all the way to Twitter Spaces too. Made it to live battling. Started making moments and shaking rooms. Everyone been saying they proud of me. One of the most important people in my life hasn't been able to.
Talk about it.
I've been putting in work. Just top quality rounds for me. Always trying to outdo my last performance and astound the league. Because the champion is something I'm very proud to be. I wrote a lot of rounds for y'all. I wrote this round for me, see.
Cool.
Talk about
My dad was a black belt in Ishinru. You know, chops and kicks and such. Wasn't no Karate Kid shit either. He really lived this stuff. When me and my mom found his dead body, it was this abrupt, no warning signs. Overnight, my whole life, I had to switch it up. Everything since he died been a blur in my mind. Specific dates, moments, I kind of mix them up. All I know is I really turned into Daniel's son. I lost my father, put on a headband, and started fucking niggas up. I learned death. This is it. I lost my father, put on a headband, and started fucking niggas up. I learned death is inevitable. Ain't no quick escape. I tried running from it. Tried trying to forget the day. And every reminder of it has shown me it was a big mistake. The feeling I get when I hear y'all talking about brick by brick is rage. Because he was a carpenter. And brick by brick is how he built the foundation of the house in which I live today. Life reminds me of that topic.
That was crazy.
Life reminds me of that topic so much. I can't tell if it's a sign to confront it or a sign I'm going insane off it. He was Tim Saunders. I'm Tim Saunders. They put a different type of pain on it. You ever sat at a funeral surrounded by your family crying, holding an obituary that got your own name on it? That shit fuck you up.
Please, bro.
That's just that. Oh gosh. Full transparency, I was actually legitimately crying. I was legitimately behind the camera. I legitimately had tears coming out of my eyes, man. Like that family stuff. It's really. Gosh, man.
Oppa, go.
Yeah.
Please go.
It's
Talk
incredible.
to your nigga, bro.
That shit'll fuck you up.
Right.
I'm not just taking real life trauma to use it as filler. I'm actually talking directly to you, in fact, nigga. Cause every day since then, all I can think about is if death was a person, you know what I would do to that nigga! This is no moment, bro! You're the best fucking world! Never forget that! Talk about this shit! I'm not just taking real life trauma to use it as filler. I'm talking directly to you, in fact, nigga. Cause ever since that day, all I can think about is if death was a person, you know what I would do to that nigga! I lose my mind in an instant. When rigor mortis sets in, the facial expression the person had when they died is cemented. The man who taught me how to be a man, I saw his pupils staring up in mine and realized life wasn't in them. So when you ask if I ever stared death in the eyes, I get highly offended.
I still have chills, man. Like so Death's like slogan is like, you ever stare death in the eyes? And oh my gosh, man, it's just
This is something in battle rap that there's so many unique parts of battle rap, and I hate to get too serious about it, but this warrants it because of what he's rapping about. Where like you actually can, although people don't often, like really display the pain in your life, and not only get rewarded for it, you know, but people are like listening to it because people like us, you know, I guess men are getting better at this, but like you can't do this with people in the room, friends, you know. You know, like,
it's so interesting. You really couldn't express yourself like this with like your close friends.
Yeah,
you could if it rhymed and it had like a certain like delivery.
If
then you
a
could
title
film
belt.
it. Yeah. Then you kind of film it. It is so interesting. Like that is like you can kind of just like it's kind of a wild, crazy freeze frame right now. It looks kind of such, but like that's not better. But like. Yeah, I mean, you could see this like therapeutic for him and stuff, and it's so interesting because his second round's so good too because it's so funny and so comedic. Yeah, and that transition, I mean, so few battlers can. It's hard enough for battle rappers to be like funny, but when you can switch from like kind of aggressive gun bars, then humor, but then you can tap into a real serious topic like this. It's kind of the whole gambit. It's kind of the Pat Stay effect. Like Pat could really talk about anything, and it's cool. And Oppa's kind of like that, man. Oppa's really there's nothing he can't do. He can freestyle rebuttal. He can do impersonations. His second, he does this insane impersonation of death where it's just hysterical, crazy. And then he can get into this where it's like just. You never win this shit.
Talk about run my money. So when you ask if I ever stared death in the eyes, I get highly offended. He was supposed to see if I applied the lessons he taught me and got wise. He was supposed to meet my future wife and kids. You know how much that plagued my mind? Fuck a judge battle. That was the biggest loss of my life. And I feel like I got robbed. I can't get that back. But what I kept,
He made me want to cry right now. Keep talking more, bro.
I can't get that back. But what I kept was his advice. He taught me know myself, know my worth when the tough decisions strike. Anything you do, don't half-ass it. Make sure you did it right. I've been taking shit I used to do for fun to different heights. Picked out places I thought I'd never travel to and did it twice. People that were people I admired became my peers, telling me my shit is nice. I still suffer. For the most part, it's alright. I learned the best way to get past death. Living life. And if you can hear me right now.
Oh my God.
Unreal.
Oh my
Ellen, that bar is so
That's
heavy.
a sermon.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't catch that bar like in the room. When I was going back and editing this, I was like, I picked it and I'm like, oh gosh, like, the best way to get past death is by living life. It's just like,
man.
that's so deep and so true and so like, I don't know. I just
Shout out to Oppa, man. It takes real guts to like. I know like there's some times where like life is fucking with you so much it just spills out on a page.
Mm-hmm.
But what people don't like really think about in battle rap is like those moments live in just a moment, and then you have to like think about it a month leading up to the battle, and you're like, I can't believe I'm really just gonna tell people about my whole life.
Yeah.
Like in the moment, it's easy to write because you can tap into the emotion, but then you go on living life, and you're like, oh shit, I'm really just gonna be like really vulnerable in the third round in front of a lot of people that 10,000 people are gonna watch in 4 months. You know, like shout out to him, man. This is dope.
Homeschool also did this on his battle versus oh my god, bro. Yeah, for SoCon, yeah.
Fucking, I was there. And I was like,
yeah,
damn,
dude,
bro, this is gripping shit, man. Yeah. Really fucking
oh my gosh, when I was watching it from here, and when I was just I was like I was just
man.
I was like, oh, I lost it.
It was powerful shit, man.
Really powerful
shit.
Yeah.
I learned the best way to get past death. Living life. And if you can hear me right now, Dad, I want to say this in front of everybody. Thank you. A lot of niggas ain't have somebody like you. The fact that's a blessing has never lost me. I wasn't ready when you left. At all. That shit forever scarred me. But honestly, it was the best lesson you ever taught me. Dad, you can rap, bro. I'm sure they fucking with all them rhymes. Talking about my impersonation is how I really got lit off them lines. You got a point. You know what I thought this time? I stepped in everybody else's shoes. I figured I'd let y'all walk in mine, Merlin.
And just as a small, little personal story, I met a guy at the airport. I got EK'd at the airport, right? Hey, EK, what's up?
No way.
And he's like, man, when's that jazz and twerk battle happening? I'm like, oh, it's like next month. You want to come through? I got you. Mm-hmm. So he gave me his information, whatever. And then he was the nigga that had his cell phone going off in the third round. Fuck you. Sorry, man. I fuck with you, but come on, bro. Like, who is this nigga in this third round, this deep ass third round with the Motorola fucking ringtone going off? Is that you?
Ringtone? No, I have an iPhone. I got an iPhone, man.
Whoever that was,
that's
come on,
the worst
bro.
part is that it's not the typical like yeah.
Put the shit on vibrate at least, my guy. This guy's pouring his heart out. You got your fucking two-way pager going off because your mom's like, I need the car.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What's crazy, the same event, when I battled Phoebo in this event, when I did the surprise appearance, like I came behind the camera and battled him.
Yeah.
So when Phoebo's rapping, this lady comes in and goes, hey, everyone shut up. One of y'all is parked behind me, and y'all got it, and everyone loses it on her. Like, everyone's like, shut the fuck up. Like, everyone's like, no, shut the fuck up. You're ruining the battle. I'm like, this kind of helps me. But also, I'm like, she has 1,000% a point. I'd be probably doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like she walked right past security and just shut the thing down. And then everyone's like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, what kind of car is it? Let's figure this out. Like, let's figure, like,
let's let her leave.
Yeah, like, I'd be pissed too. She has no idea. She couldn't possibly understand, like, what she's walking into.
Yeah.
And so it's, but what I thought about is, like, man, if she'd done that during this round,
oh, could you imagine?
Oh my gosh, she would have gotten jumped, bro. It was the most unfortunate, like, if you can hear me, Dad, hey, one of y'all guys to move your car. It'd be, oh my gosh. But yeah, no.
For Black Corolla?
What I thought about this, because it was so fun about this battle, is that Oppa went first, and then Death, his third's like, he's like, there's nothing I can do with this round. And it kind of reminded me of you and B-Dot, when, like, B-Dot had that just haymaker third, and your third was really good, but after B-Dot, it's one of the good, kind of greatest third rounds of all time. And I remember you kind of be like, shoot, I really wish I went first on that, man.
Yeah.
What was that like, by the way? I've always wanted to kind of...
like, I'm such an in-the-moment person. I tend to forget a bunch of shit. I do remember feeling like, there's no way I want to rap this shit. Because it was all dedicated to single mothers. So I was raised by a single mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, either the momentum could carry from B-Dot's round, but I do not think so. this was definitely a round ender, like a battle ender. Then I'm like, oh, and then I'm taking a risk by not talking to the crowd and doing a round for me.
Yeah.
Dedicating it to all the single moms. And it's just like, it was the worst placement, the worst possible. I was just like, ah, shit, man. It's tough to like have all the air sucked out of the room, and then you're like, oh, let me try this experimental round. You know? I knew it was gonna be up shit
Well,
street. But
it's
cool
still
thing,
like one of the best battles to me, like in URL history, personally.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really dig that battle. And still, there's still like, I still get messages about that round, which is kind of cool. From people, like, you know, from
single mother, man. Nice.
Yeah,
Nice, bro. Yeah.
That's so. Shout out to Oppa. Shout out to iBattle. You get. I don't know who will win number 1 on our list, but I know iBattle won this whole show. They've had like 5 or 6 appearances from both of us, and they're just building something special there. I will tell you who my number 2 is.
Mm-hmm.
He should be number 1. And there's only one reason why he's not. It's Caucasian.
I was about to jokingly say it's because he's white.
It is.
I was about to jokingly say it's because he's white.
And so my ancestors couldn't let me put him at number 1.
All right.
As long as I openly
All right, I got you.
He should be number 1.
If it's Mike P, I'm gonna flip the table. I'll be so mad, bro.
Why do you hate Mike P, bro?
I mean,
I fucks with Mike P.
We don't have that much time to get into that, but like, yeah.
Okay.
Something serious.
And thank God that he's getting a little bit more notoriety now. But Madflex is the best writer in battle rap. Madflex is the best writer in battle rap. Has been for a while.
Yeah.
In fact. And he's so good that I didn't know which round to show you, because you know Madflex as well as I know Madflex.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like been good for so fucking long. It's almost like being a fan of Madflex is like, you haven't heard of this band?
Yeah.
You know, because like they're so fucking good. You haven't heard of them?
Yeah.
You know, and that's like, I think maybe he's the inspiration why we did this whole show, because it's like, how do not more people know about him? But I always dive into the KOTD world and the URL world, and because URL's done it for so much longer in New York, it's where it started, that they have more notoriety than KOTD, and Madflex has done most of his performances in KOTD. So Madflex is the kind of person that if you go to KOTD, everyone's like, they love him. Everyone knows about Madflex. He's a fucking legend. But if you go to New York, they're like, who? Yeah. You know, and he's just so. I mean, I don't have to speak his praises. I'll let him do it. Every once in a while.
Oh yeah, this would be crazy.
He'll have a battle where you actually couldn't tell he's like doesn't really like the other person. I know Madflex and K Philosophy were kind of going back and forth about this battle, so it kind of got a little chippy. Which all of us are friends of battle rap now because we've been into like 20 cities together. But every once in a while, you get the old style of battle rap where people genuinely don't like each other for that moment, and you're like, "Oh, this is what made battle rap so great." People really don't like each other, and I think it's his 3rd round here, where he just. I think any thoughts on Madflex before I start?
Oh no, like he's incredible, man. Like his I love his opener for like Mike P with like the tribute to Pat. And he's like, get those lights up till they're high enough. So all right, let me tell you why Mike P sucks. Like, it's such a great. He's such a good writer, like a good writer, but also a great performer. Like he does everything well, and it's just so frustrating. As like a fan of his, you're like, why isn't this popping off more? Yeah, you can't even imagine how angry he probably is, and like. But he's just always never stops, and it's just so consistent. And he's a major mystery to me, and I'm glad. I assumed you would probably put him on the list. Yeah. And I think he even said like we met up. I think that's like one example you gave, and I was like, okay, well, he was definitely one of the people that was on mine as well. Madflex is incredible.
Shout out to the Riot, who's been on this list a couple of times. This was in Los Angeles. I missed this, but this was the peak EDD days where the government was giving unemployment money. So I was busy spending money that wasn't mine, scamming. All right. Admitting that on the internet. This is K Philosophy, which K Philosophy is a good friend of mine. He's booked me a couple times, and I can tell him he was getting dog walked in this.
This is top tier or bottom tier defense, because I never really seen K Philosophy rap, but I remember his defense on this was absurd. Yeah. Like, I don't know if he cried like on camera in this battle, but it looked. I've never seen someone closer to tears. And I think I even made a GIF of this and like posted it on Twitter, like a slow zoom in of his face when Madflex was rapping. I made that. So that was me. Sorry.
You're good.
Rosie the Riveter, use a bitch flex. Come on.
Yeah, y'all give it up. Y'all give it up.
couple things to know before this next had like done a spin in one of his battles, and they kind of
Yeah.
So,
I remember that. Yeah.
just so you know that. I text Flex and he said, "Show my third verse." A Ward. I superseded though. It's third. Sorry,
Screw you.
Flex. Yeah.
Run that.
Hey, hold it down. Hey, y'all, hold it down. Hey, respect the battlers. Let's go. Get it off. Hold it down.
Hey, you know I said I didn't check you out?
You lied.
Of course I did. I saw Young Privilege. That's when I found an old shots fired battle. It was unlisted. I know. Much like you, I was like, ooh. What's this shit? The battle looked trash, but I had this match. So I just clicked it.
Right.
Do not get worked up. Don't blow it all by gimmick, by design. I just found some bars that I thought sounded familiar at the time. Let me take you back. Nah, better yet, I'll quote it so y'all compete. This little fucker says, I expect you to look at me like when a respected father speaks, I like you, so me killing you is like putting my own dog. Well, we don't need to say it all, do we? Because it sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. You
As a battler, if you're K Philosophy, you're just like, fuck. Yeah. I've never been in this situation where I've quoted something that was probably
Someone else said.
largely used by someone else, but you gotta.
But
just be like,
we all have those things where you go, was that something that I'm or
100%.
yeah.
100%. Right? It's like I want to make a website that's like, has this been used in a battle before?
I thought it was so weird.
You know?
Or every battle, or just like after the battle, like someone just like transcribes the whole battle, so it's just like a database of like,
Yeah.
all right, does anyone say anything close to this? And I think no one would write anything anymore.
Yeah, I think Flex is talking about how K-Phil blatantly stole this from
It's a
disaster.
disaster.
We're all young. We all make mistakes.
respected father speaks, I like you, so me killing you is like putting my own dog. Well, we don't need to say it all, do we?
It's a great way of.
Because it sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. You stole it exactly the way he rapped it. And do not look out there like that's not the worst case when you colonize a culture as a thief on the first day. You get attuned.
That was his first battle.
Also, again, that's what I'm saying, man. Bottom tier defense. I mean, this looks absurd. This literally looks like a father disappointing his son. Ironically, very ironically, it's the exact situation that K Philosophy stole from. It's like such karma because it does look like, man.
This is James Harden defense.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's just, I mean, it's just so.
Because K-Phil.
He's
was
looking at the
pissed.
camera like, but you're wondering how I got in this situation, you know, right?
Let me tell you where I fucked up.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy way to. He's insinuating. I don't know if it was one of K-Phil's first battles, but he's insinuating on your first day you colonized a culture in a room full of black guys. Madflex is smart.
Smart.
That's what he's doing.
Stole it exactly the way he rapped it. And do not look out there like that's not the worst case when you colonize a culture as a thief on the first day. You get a tombstone, they say the dash is where the worth lay, but your dash was a latch on the bars like a bird cage. I'm not you. You a math guy, you a graph guy, it's class time. A square leader always end up thinking that he's graded on a curve shape. I'm not you. Once again, let me tell my son that I was raised by Black Moon before you saw the white one. I ain't mad at
Hey, where the fuck we from,
Okay,
nigga?
I don't get that at all. Please explain.
Black Moon's rap.
Oh, that's what they
Just a
call.
group. No, like a.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm not feeling like an underground hip hop thing for me to be like, man, you ever heard of the Firm? Like I'm just trying to come up
I
like
heard of Foxy Brown, my chest.
the Fugees. Like I'm still in, guys. Sorry. I hate whenever I miss like a reference to like a rapper and I'm like,
I don't know.
shoot, man, I promise you I've been obsessed with this since like for
20
years. But all right, no, it's cool. I just forgot. Dang it. All right.
I ain't mad at you. I was born into a culture that you planned at school. I know riots. I'm bona fide and organized in panic rooms. I'll put hands on you. Little man, the elephant in the room to me, that's just another animal. Oh my God! And I could have put I said the elephant in the room to me, that's just another animal. And I could have put a punch right here, but why would I waste that on you? Who's he? I've been on a roll, you a loose leaf, this parody to Bruce Lee shit. 90% of you still barely compute me, and the only thing I learned today is dare to be choosy. You there to amuse me. You don't fit in rooms, so hang it up or wear these. 2-piece, watch your 6, 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet. Dare me, you look like your name Gary.
Thanks, good God, bro. Talk about momentum puncher. Fuck out of here. Talk about momentum puncher.
Fuck are we talking about?
But I feel like you should know about Madflex battles. He grabs better when he's mad, right? Like this is like
yeah.
has a spin to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Either he's mad or he's flexing, man. Like
Yeah.
he's in his
He does a good job making fun of people as he's top tier at that, but when he looks fucking pissed.
Who's actually mad?
He has to be here, and it's like it's coming out in his rap, which is really fucking dope.
Yeah.
I said, watch your 6, 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet. Dare me. You look like your name Gary. Busey, salute me. This a bloodbath. Carry, movie, and they gon' have to wipe me down. You hear me? Busey. Sorry. I said,
Look at this. Oh,
let's go,
man.
come back. I said, and they gon' have to wipe me down, you hear me? Boosie, a couple G's lined up if trips right like Gucci. You will never have a strong suit that isn't a flak jacket. Grab Ron, free 65, and you could grab Brandon. I bet me and these demons get the best of you like bad habits. Yeah! You cannot write this stuff, and you can't stand it. Sure enough, we caught you red-handed in the end like the last dragon. Your time is up. This is worthless. This is worthless verse earn this. I came up from the ladder like a fire truck. Fuck New Wave. I never had a do-rag being white as fuck.
Yo, relax.
I do know waves don't look good if you don't wrap shit tight enough. Are we still here? Are we still here?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's so good. So good.
Are we watching like the physical representation of being invited to the cookout?
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. We should invite him. Yeah, we should definitely invite him. We'll invite him. Yeah. Madflex, you can come, bro.
Anderson Gucci.
I got you, man.
Anderson Gucci,
I got you, man. Say you're
at,
good.
At this point, Madflex needs to invite me. Like, I gotta.
We're slowly colonizing the cookout.
Yeah. Quinoa. How did quinoa get
Yeah.
cooking?
Hey, yeah. Are we still here? It's excessive. He has a family now. Are you still here? You gonna embellish the real. You about to take a yellow and teal helmet and shield with a crest and a seal to some imaginary sword fight in a hella big field. I'm in the driver's seat. You just gonna yell at the wheel. Congratulations. You the next irrelevant meal who couldn't steal my spot if he was Cruella de Vil. It's Madflex.
That's your more tight you like.
Can't fucking steal it. Hold it down.
It's Madflex. K-Phil about to map quest the half step. And then I maybe try to put a spin on this footage. Whoop! That's next. The victim.
I love that shit. That's so fun.
Sorry. Look how mad he is.
This is the one that's in my head. Very slow zoom in.
You're my dog.
He doesn't end it here? Oh, he ended it here. This is a class we're talking about. It's like, you got it, you get that, you got it.
Hey, look.
Give it up for Madflex. Still going?
They talking, hey, this ain't a victory lap. He want the victory lap. He ain't gonna hit me with that. And he will never make that right like a NASCAR driver. Out here dedicated to half personas. I admit the shit. I did the shit. It was bad, Your Honor. I gave him multiple lefts and rights for his extra life, and that was contra. Positive. You never charged a fan like a bad katana. This a stick up, I light you up, you a candelabra. You are not out of the birds. I will ask your mama. Do not cop out in the third. You can ask the saga. What? This a bag I'm just grabbing off your shit. I'm about to slide in my Amazon Prime like an anaconda. Garbage, pale, kid, I will atom bomb you. Matt ought to replace rap with meth like Capadonna. It's rights out. If I don't like your look, slap it off your shit. I'm thinking you could get the suit that Oops was rocking at the Oscars. Blood red with a bump head. Grab a doctor. Grab a chakras, unattach the monster till they gotta pull his face off of a bottle like Aunt Jemima. I will put my whole fist right through his lip. It'll land behind you. That's a liar. I don't know how you have the right to be here when you stealing bars that you don't own the rights to. Leave here. Fuck a step. You need to lap your life up. Keep acting like you throwing up blood. It'll have saliva. Get out of here.
Talk to this stupid ass nigga.
Aunt Jemima has saliva.
I said he keep acting like you throwing up blood. It'll have saliva. Get a halo for K-Dough. The man is pie crust. These liars, man. Everybody knows they never lie once. We not gonna rate, copy and paste to shit that I've done. It's daylight savings. If I had to skip an hour tonight, this was the right one. And tell Geechee next time I'm out I need a massive offer. Back to these big names and you can shove him back in a locker. You a straight poser, flamethrower, body count full of slave soldiers, high risk, low reward, no remorse. Game over.
You know how every battle rap on YouTube, there's like 30% of people being like, battle rap's fake now, man. Go back to the days where it was like in the ghetto, man. They're kind of right.
Yeah.
Like I do like when there's actual anger towards each other. Like it does add an element. It's just not plausible now because all of us are friends because we literally work together.
Yeah, coworkers.
But when you get it every once in a while, it's like you get A-verb and A-ward.
Yeah.
You know, you get shit like that where it's like, oh, these people don't like each other, right?
Yeah.
After 3 rounds, it really gets entertaining. These guys didn't like each other, and this is like a masterpiece put on by Flex, man.
Yeah.
Number 2, number 1 if I wasn't racist, but number 2 for now.
Okay. I'll live in my number 1 too if I wasn't, I can't do it. It doesn't work for me. It's not a joke. It's like it's a major problem. I'm like, now I'm wishing so bad I put Oppa at number 1. I'm like, gosh, this is really bad. This is really bad. I've been trying the whole time to be like, just keep away from like too many white. Sucks. Okay, quick question though. Okay, what's the battle? Who have you been the angriest at when you've battled them?
I think Jay the Nightwing.
Really?
Yeah, he's such a solid dude. But I had a friend that a lot of people said he stole my friend's style, so it made me angry about it. But you know how like you find things that probably are not true, but if they use them for motivation, it helps.
Yeah,
it's that type of thing. And Jay's such a solid dude. No one could ever really like hate Jay.
Yeah.
But just for that moment, I had to find something that motivated.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you get angry at battles?
Yeah, I definitely do. Like
Dot?
Dot was the one. Dot was the one because Dot was really, I was really cool with that. And then he starts the battle off by shoving me really hard. Like I was shocked how hard he shoved me. I've never been shoved like that.
Okay.
And I thought we were like, kind of cool. And I was just like, oh, okay, like, all right. And that was the point where, like, after the Swave battle, I'm like, I got nothing to lose here. I'm going to go all out on you. And it's that mentality of, like, if y'all don't like it, screw all of you. Yeah. I am happy with this material. And I did not like it for those 3 rounds. Yeah. But I try to do it with all the opponents, like, all my opponents. Like, when you get booked for someone, I don't know if it's the same for you, but I don't know if you've used this analogy before, but, like, it's kind of like you become like a married couple, like it's been together for like 80 years. Every little thing they do annoys you, and you're kind of watching their battles now going, I was a fan of this when it happened, but this is so stupid. I hate that he does this. He's actually really overhyped. And by the time you the day happens, you're kind of like, this dude, I don't know why we've been friends for 2 years. Like,
It's
this guy
so true,
sucks.
man. Yeah, Loco says
hate
it's the
you.
best. He's like, no one's as bad as a battle rapper as the rapper you're about to battle.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
It's so true, man. You start
That's true.
watching all their stuff and you're just looking for flaws, so you're gonna find it. It's a real testament to like, if you think negatively, you'll probably find it.
Yeah, that's a great
It's
point.
like just for life, but because when you're battling for preparing for somebody, and you're like looking for negative things, you'll find so much.
Yeah.
Shit. Like I hate that. He always does this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
you become like the worst critic.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we're cooking, bro. You already did yours, right?
Yeah, I did mine. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's awful.
Dope. What a great man. We've really delivered. I know you said you were freestyling your list, but these top 3 have been good.
Yeah.
Episode 3. Well, I'm sorry. Our number 3, our number 2. I can't wait for number 1, guys. Thanks for tuning in. You're probably gonna hate our lists. Fuck you though, right?
That's the point.
Can I speak for both of us when I say fuck you guys?
Absolutely. Screw you guys.
Okay.
All right. All right, man.